Welcome to Cancer season, June 21st to the July 22nd. We'll be in the sign of beautiful Cancer, nurturing water, slowing down from that heavy Gemini energy, that fast energy that we've been in our mental body and our mind. Cancer's coming in to say, slow down now. Enjoy that beautiful sunshine. Cancer always kicks off the solstice, and that brings in that beautiful summer energy in the northern hemisphere. And the sun is the most powerful illuminary. Nothing or no one can exist without it. It's our life force. It's our solar plexus. And it's asking you to bask in the sunshine and also shine your light. And in Cancer season, it may be that you are wanting to retreat more, because Cancer is that crab in the shell, carries its home on its back, and it is a very sensitive and private person. So it might be that you're wanting to slow down from that heavy Gemini energy we've been in for the last 4 weeks, where you're just wanting to chill, be with the ones that you love. Okay, let's pull some cards and see what comes in. I've already pulled 3 oracle cards, which I'm going to come to in a minute because I feel like the cards are going to tell me a story. We're dropping a heavy cycle, and this is going to coincide with Hecate is the past life healing. Something's been really heavy that Cancer season said, it's time now. It's time to slow down, to nourish your body, to nourish your mind. Cancer is the maternal line. It's the mother, grandmother lineage. Now remember, whether a man or woman, we've come from the mother womb, and that's what Cancer rules, the womb, the breasts, the nurturing. We all need the mother love. And this is saying we have healed something that was heavy, and it was on your spiritual transformation, because we pulled. Kalima is saying, and she doesn't dish up things easily, does Kalima. You can see she's not the most feminine of deities. She's fierce. So whatever needed to come to your attention that was blocking your abundance, joy and happiness, and what your soul signed up to on that contract to come here to do, she comes in and says, let's do this. It's part of your spiritual transformation. And I feel like this is where this is coming in. When we get to the end of June, 29th of June, so we'll have been a week into Cancer season, we have a full moon in Capricorn. And in my Moonology deck, the full moon in Capricorn is the end of a tough cycle approaches. This is that tough cycle. You've realized that this has all been a part of your divine plan. Apollo came in, the sun god. Now this is coinciding, I feel, with that, so the solstice, the power of the sun. And I feel that the sun holds so much transformational energy, especially now. It's having rare geo weather at the moment. It's shutting loads of plasma. It's shutting loads of light out. It's showing a lot of solar flares. They're coming to Earth. And I feel it's burning away the old. It's transforming us in bigger ways than what we realize. And this is the divine messages. Watch out for signs and synchronicities, especially when Mercury goes retrograde on the 29th of June. Mercury's in the sign of Cancer, along with Jupiter. However, on the 29th of June also, so that's a big day, Jupiter steps its toes into Leo for a 12-month cycle. Jupiter's been in Cancer for the last 12 months. Jupiter expands. It wants growth. It wants to bless you. So Jupiter, what he's done, especially when he was in his retrograde at the beginning of the year, he was clearing out some old stories, some old healing to do with the womb, to do with the mother line, the maternal line, ancestors, family. Just look at this last 12 months, how things have changed. Now remember, Cancer is the home. So it could be literally a move or a potential move. It could be pregnancy. It could be something to do with your family, maternal line, the family dynamics. Something has changed. What was divinely timed and blessed, although it might not have felt like a blessing. But there's something coming in with Apollo, some divine messages in Cancer season. So trust your intuition. Cancer is ruled by the moon. It's highly intuitive. Lead by your intuition. Now we have here Neptune, so that's the Hanged Man, and we have the Page of Cups. So what Neptune does is he puts you on the tree of life. He gives you a test, a task, to see how much enlightened you can become. That's that spiritual growth that Kalima was talking about. That's that 10 of Wands, that heavy burden. He hangs you upside down, so you can't go anywhere but face it. Now he's got the halo, he's enlightened, and it's like the sun around his head, a little bit like Apollo. So you've needed to go on this tree of life. You've been suspended to gain some kind of spiritual enlightenment. And it's from the Page of Cups. For me, the pages are that immature energy. We have the page, the knight, and the king. So the king would be a mature masculine. This page is an immature masculine. Where have you had to grow in your masculine areas of your life? Where have you been too heavy in your masculine areas of your life? Whereby you are healing some old wounds to do with your ancestors, where you have heavy masculine feminines, survival. And I believe we've all been in this for thousands of years because we've been holding a lot of patriarchal energy. We're breaking free. Neptune came in to dissolve. Let's see what else we have. What else do we have in Cancer season? Let's have a look. The moon in Cancer. So we have the new moon in Cancer, and that comes at the more to the end. Right, 2 minutes, guys, and I'll get the exact date because I've got it written down here. The new moon in Cancer is the 14th of July. So we have the full moon in Capricorn, Cancer's opposite sign, 29th of June, completion, end of a cycle. Then we have the new moon. So it's saying end that cycle. Capricorn rules the father archetype. Cancer is the mother archetype. So by that new moon on the 14th of July, you've got hold of that cup that the universe has been offering you. You're waking up to some kind of emotional stability. Because the 4 here, 4 of Cups, is about emotional stability. 4s are stability. But at the moment, you're only looking at 3. There's something that you're missing. And by that new moon in Cancer, you've uncrossed your arms, you've looked to the side, and you've grabbed hold of it. You've realized what it is. And I believe this might be intuitive. I believe this is going to come in intuitively. This is not an external energy because Cancer is very private. But you needn't to find that time to sit with it. Okay. I love the energy of Cancer. And I'm going to ask now what the blessing is from Cancer season. What is the blessing from Cancer season? And then I'm going to delve into my oracle. I'm going to tap into the Queen of the Sun to represent the Solstice energy. And I'm going to tap into the Queen of the Moon representing Cancer energy. But before we do, what is the blessing from my tarot, please? What is the blessing from Cancer season for the collective? 10 of Cups. Wow, look at this. Happy ever after. Emotional fulfillment. Whatever this is that you've worked through to get you to this spiritual transformation, 1, you're going to realize, and 2, they're not going to trigger you anymore. You have healed, and we know that we've healed when we're not getting triggered. So I feel when Mercury goes retrograde on the 29th of June, there might be things going back in from the past, but rest assured, you are trusting your intuition and you've healed, so they're not going to trigger you. And this is going to give you the confirmation to feel emotionally stable and safe. Cancer is safety. It wants to feel safe around its family, its friends, its environment, i.e. home. And if it doesn't feel safe, that's when it retracts. And this is where you've grown. You know where to give your energy and you know where to hold back. Because you know that you've worked damn hard to get that emotional stability and healing. So for you, this 10 of Cups could look very different. It might not even be what you thought you wanted it to be a year ago, 10 years ago. All you want is peace, but you want to feel this peace inside of you, intuitively. Okay, that's the blessing. What a beautiful blessing. And this can be also good news about home, children, family, coming in, rewards. Remember, Capricorn is hard work paying off. He's the hardest worker, is Capricorn, ruled by Saturn. The disciplinarian, says the devil. And this is where we've been chained to the devil, but we're setting ourselves free because you're the magician. There's a lot come up in that Gemini energy last month. Gemini is the Mercury energy, which is the magician. Some downloads, some intuitive hits, some understanding of what this was all about. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to now go into the Queen of the Sun to represent the Solstice energy and see what card comes up. So Queen of the Sun, let's go into this Solstice energy. The longest days, the beautiful sun, the abundance of the sun, our solar plexus, vitality, healing, downloads, spiritual messages, remember from Apollo. What is this energy? What is this Solstice energy? Now then, that's interesting. We've got here mother and daughter, creation. This is that ancestral lineage that you have completed to pass on to your next generation. You are creating a new world, not just for yourself personally, but for the collective. Wow. Okay, what else have we got here? Purpose. Look at that beautiful portal. I feel like this is the solstice portal. Stepping through another paradigm. You're untouchable, I feel. You've got the power of that sun. The sun rules Leo, which is our confidence, our strength, our life force, our joy. In fact, the next card would be joy. And the next to it would be rest. Very Cancerian. Where you can, guys, it's been a heavy cycle. In order for you to feel this joy, I feel as if it wants you to rest, because this is where the downloads will come in. This is where the intuitive hits will come in. But also when we've been in a heavy energy, healing ancestral wounding, it can affect it does affect our nervous system, so there's physical healing in this. There's emotional healing. This is burnout. Let's go into the Queen of the Moon. What message from the Queen of the Moon in Cancer season? Self-love. Wow, look at that. You're safe to be loved. All we ever want is love. And some of us might not have got that. That's that Four of Cups here, where you've always searched outside of yourself to get love. But that love is inside, and that's where it's been missing. And that's what all of these energies and lessons have been about, is for you to find self-love. The power of love is residing within you. So what does the universe do to teach you about that? It takes love away from you with the rejection, the abandonment, the disappointment, the grief, the loss. In order for you to love yourself enough to find emotional stability, to create from your heart. Wow, what beautiful messages. I'm going to end now a final card, and I'm going to go back into actually my gods, goddesses and guardians. Final message for Cancer season. Hathor, your soul family. You are now reconnecting with a soul tribe, soul family. I think this came up in the full moon in Sagittarius, if I can remember rightly. And when we do past life healing, when we do ancestral healing, we can lose people around us that we love, and it can be a lonely place. But this is saying your soul tribe is trying to find you. But if your heart is closed down, you're not going to find them. And this is where it's asking for healing. To open your heart, open your arms to receive. Be vulnerable. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Happy Cancer season.